Hello and welcome. My name is Casey and you are tuned into Super Mega Baseball, the fall-winter season. Today we have the Moose up against the Platypi in a 3-game set. Interesting starter for the game today for the Moose, Felix Farmhand, getting his first start of the year after Rockman got knocked out in the last series against the Sawteeth. Took a ball to the face and was carried out in a stretcher. So Farmhand is not the best pitcher, but he does all right in the first and gets through it clean. Into the bottom of the third, and Irene Fast starts things off with a ball up the middle past the diving shortstop for a leadoff single. Following that, she goes for second on Hieronymus Jackson's at-bat and is in there safely. And Jackson likes that. He sends a ball of his own back up the middle. And Irene turns around third. She's going to head home, and she will score handily. And that is exactly what you want the top of the order to do. Top of 4, Beefcake McStevens is in with one away, and he drives a ball on a line to Jose Tremendo, and then swipes second as well, taking a page out of Irene's playbook. But Felix Farmhand, who's been good, gets the strikeout on Muffin Studwick to make it 2 away, runner in scoring position. But Scooter Sandbrick sends this over to Fred Bobbitt, who just bobbles the ball, and the run will score. This game is tied at 1. Top of the 5th, and the Platypi are back at it. Farmhand fakes the sneeze and then quick pitches Charlie Lopez, but he's not fooled. This gets into left. Swiner catches it on a 1-hop. And then Tugboat Thomas sends it in the same spot, but this one gets by Swiner, goes to the field. Swiner missed it on the reach, and now Lopez turns around third, and he's going to score on the play. Platypi take the lead, 2-1. They're not done yet, though. Linda Hand dribbles a swinging bunt that'll move the runner to third and end Felix Farmhand's night. A good performance from him. Tolbert comes in and throws one away, so the run scores. It's 3-1 Platypi now. And a ball gets up the middle, so Tolbert comes in, throws a ball away, and gives up a hit. This one is sent to Chris, but Short, who makes the grab, but Beefcake McStevens comes in again. And thankfully, Chris makes a beautiful diving play and gets the out at first to get them out of this inning. Top of 6, and Perry Quaker steps in to lead it off, and he gets a hanging curveball right where he likes it. This ball is up, and it has the distance. It is gone. Home run for Perry Quaker. 445 feet for the Big Belly Bear. His 12th home run makes this a 1-run game. Top of 7, and Charlie Best is going to come in. Tugboat Thomas up for the Platypi, and he slaps one the other way into right field. Irene with the throw to first nearly gets him, but he's there safely. Linda Hand follows that up with a single of her own, and so uncharacteristic of Best, it's 2 quick hits with none away. Make that 3 quick hits. Kitty Kaufman sends us into center field. A nice dive from Tremendo to stop a run from scoring, but one will get in anyway. It's 4-2. Kaufman swipes second, but Charlie Best is able to get Willie Bacon to swing over a fastball for the first out. Beefcake McStevens steps in with a chance to do some damage, but Charlie Best does his thing and gets him to swing over a beautiful changeup on the outside edge. 2 great strikeouts from Best, and that's the guy we're used to seeing. Best is 1 out away from getting out of this jam, but Muffin Studwick sends this into center field. A run will score. Tremendo with the throw to the plate, and they're out at the plate for out number 3. Jose Tremendo saving a run, but one does score on the play. It's the 7th inning stretch, and the Platypi lead the Moose 5-2. Bottom 9, Bobbitt sees a 3-0 pitch, and he takes it for the walk to bring in Jose Tremendo with 2 away to try and bring the Moose back into this game, but he sends it on the ground to the shortstop for the 3rd out, and that's the ball game. Moose lose 5-2. Tough loss for the Moose on this bullpen day. Respectable start for Felix Farmhand, but not comparable to Stubby Tubrick. 9-inning complete game, 2 earned runs. But the Moose are going to look to put that loss behind them. It's game 2 of this 3-game set. It's Sancho Silvio on the mound for the Moose against Rusty Nozzle for the Platypi. Bottom of the 1st for the Moose, 1 away as Jackson steps in, and he drives this one on the ground up the middle for a single. Perry Quaker follows him up with a ball on the ground up the middle of his own, and so there's 2 runners on with 1 away, and that'll bring up Rick Dingers, who does what Dingers does, and lines out to the shortstop. Both runners get back safe, though, and so Nacho Chris comes in, and he pops this up into shallow left field, but it gets down. Jackson turns around third, and he slides in to score safely. Bobbitt follows it up with a blooper into center, but this one is caught by Willie Bacon, and the end. Jumping ahead to the bottom of the 5th, the Moose step back up to the plate, and it's Jose Tremendo looking to lead things off and give the Moose some breathing room here. And Rusty Nozzle tosses him a wiener ball slider right down the middle. Tremendo launches it into the garden in center field. Home run, Jose Tremendo! 430 feet for his 3rd home run of the year, and the Moose lead 2-0. Buck Schweiner in with none away after the home run, and he tosses the ball up the middle to get on base. Roman Rhodes lines right to the second baseman for the first out. So that brings up the top of the order, and Irene Fast, a ball to the right side. Schweiner able to make it to second on the play, but it's 2 away for Jackson. Nozzle goes with the slider, and Jackson steps on it, barrels it up. He was watching Tremendo's at bat, and this one is gone. Straightaway sender for Hieronymus Jackson. 443 feet, his 6th on the year, and the Moose lead 4-0. Sylvia on the mound, she's been stellar to this point, just a handful of hits. Linda Hand squeaks one there as Tremendo can't quite make the catch. And then Linda immediately swipes second because it's a free bag against the Moose. Kitty Kaufman flies one into right. Irene Fast settles under it, but this will be deep enough for Linda Hand to reach 3rd on the tag. So now it's Kerry Cartman, and he gets a swinging bunt down. Dingers makes the play, but the run scores, and the Platypi are on the board. Top of 7, Silvio deals to Muffin Studwick, and he swings over a changeup inside. Great pitch from Silvio for the first out. Scooter Sandbrick lofts this into short left. Schweiner comes in, slides, and makes a nice grab. 2 away. Silvio lets Bacon get a free pass to first on the walk. And so now it's Hera O'Wugliums looking to bring the Platypi back within 1. And she bloops a forkball into right field. Irene Fast dives, but she can't get there. The ball gets past her. Tremendo covers in center field, but the run is going to score. It's 4-2 for the Moose. Sky Rodriguez in, and she sends this up and high, Fast able to get under this one and make the grab for the 3rd out in the 7th. Platypi are fighting back now, but midway through 7, Moose hold their lead. It's 4-2. Top of 8, Silvio deals the 2-out full count to Kerry Cartman, who gets this past a diving Bobbitt into right field, and that'll bring up Beefcake McStevens, ending Silvio's night. 7 2/3 from her, great performance. Cartman swipes second and gets into scoring position for big Beefcake McStevens. But the big man swings under a fastball and strikes out again. He cannot get it going against the Moose. Top of 9 and 2 away. Colbert is out to finish the game, and Bacon keeps this game alive with a blooper into short left field. And that brings up Hera O'Wugliums. So far, the hero for the Platypi. Been very productive for them, but this one is on the ground to end the ball game. Moose win 4-2. Much better game from the Moose in game 2. Couple of big home runs from Jose Tremendo and Hieronymus Jackson to put them over the top. This is a big long ball team, so you really want to see them hit those balls over that fence. On top of that, a great performance from Sancha Silvio. 7 2/3 innings, only 6 hits and 2 earned runs for her. After 2 games, this series is split 1 apiece, but the Moose look to take this momentum into game 3 and get the win. Game 3 has Raul Strikes on the mound for the Moose going up against Rufus Zumar. A little bit of a change in the batting order for the Moose. Nacho Crisp has taken something, maybe some illicit substances, and he's feeling good, so he is up in the 2nd spot under Irene Fast. But Willie Bacon is getting it started. This is off the top of the wall over a leaping Tremendo. He picks it up and tosses it in, but Bacon is in with an easy double. Hera O'Wugliums up in the 2nd spot after her great performance in the last game, but this one's just a ground out. And Beefcake McStevens takes a free bag there, so it's 1st and 3rd. And Raoul Strikes gets a big strikeout there. Next is Kitty Kaufman, who grounds it over to Dingers, over to first to get strikes out of this early jam. Irene Fast leading off for the Moose, and this is high and deep to center field, and it is gone into the rocks. Irene Fast. 436 feet for Irene, her 5th home run on the year, and the Moose take an early 1-0 lead. Nacho Chris sends one high and deep as well, but this one is caught. A dive from Willie Bacon to rob Crisp of extra bases. Jackson sends this on the ground to the shortstop Lopez for the 2nd out, and Perry Quaker steps in. He gets a fork ball from Zumar, and you cannot throw him that pitch. This is high and deep to right field. Perry Quaker goes Apo Taco. Home run, 456 feet for the big-bellied behemoth. His 13th on the year, and the Moose are up 2-0. Bottom of the 3rd, and Crisp is up with 2 away. And he gets a hold of this ball high and deep to left field. Gone into the Moose bullpen. Home run, Nacho Crisp. Nacho with a 385-foot oppo shot, and the Moose are up by 3. Top of 4 for Scooter Sandbrick, 1 away. And he lines this over Quaker's head, and it lands on the foul line. Fair ball. He's going to take a turn as this ball trickles into the corner, and he's in there with a stand-up double. Probably could have head to 3rd. That brings Charlie Lopez, who drills this one over to Swiner, who makes the grab for out number 2. Tugboat Thomas goes first pitch swinging, and this one is high and deep to left, and it is gone. Tugboat Thomas with the home run for the Platypi, 378 feet, and the Platypi are back in this. It's 3-2. Bottom of the 5th, and Irene Fast looks to get something started with a single up the middle. That's always good to have her speed on, but there's 2 away, and that'll bring out Nacho Crisp, who had that big home run his last at-bat. He is feeling good, and he gets a slider up in the zone from Zumar. This one is sent high and deep and way out of here, over the rocks in center field. Home run for Nacho Crispa. 459 feet. Moose lead 5-2. Raul is back out for the top of the 7th, and he faces Tugboat Thomas, who grounds out to Fred Bobbitt. Strikes has been very hot and cold for the Moose this year. He had a good outing last time. And Willie Bacon gets a liner to Dingers. Hera O'Wuglium's on the ground. A nice dive from Bobbitt to make the grab there. And Strikes is clean through 7. Bottom half for the Moose, 2 away, and Jackson sends this into left field on a line for a single to bring up Perry Quaker, who hits this deep and hard. Just misses the home run off the top of the wall, but Jackson is going to take the turnaround 3rd, and he's going to score as the throw comes in. It's 6-2, some insurance for the Moose. Chuck Beston to close things down, and he's got 2 strikes in. It's a soft liner to Dingers. He makes the grab to end the ball game. Moose win 6-2. Moose take the W on the series 2-1. Big game from the Moose in that one. Nice to see Nacho Crisp get hot with the home run. Perry Quaker and Irene as well coming through big. And a solid outing from Raul Strikes. Always good to see him put a couple of those together. As always, my name is Casey. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time when the Moose take on the Sirloins.